If you want to paint the city green, then $5,000 makes a lot of Monets.
That buys 4 kilowatts of lithium, which perfectly fits beneath a lane-splitting handlebar. It's perfectly enough for 10 seconds of 133 kilometers an hour, perfectly enough to revert to an Eco 112, and after an equal mix of tarmac, traffic, and twisties, it'll perfectly traverse your urban world, 79.3 kilometers. Now we have 4 hours and 38 minutes to wait. And worry. See, Sondors promised a removable battery. But it requires 2 tools in 2 minutes. By that logic, my Yamaha has a removable engine. They also trimmed the weight to 300 pounds. Well, a gentleman would never say it. The Emperor also wore adjustable forks. But again, they're just not. And the stock setup is all compression damping and no rebound damping, so the ride is both harsh and bouncy, and I could fix concrete jello if it had clickers. The most dubious rumor of all, however, was 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. See, the neat thing about physics is that it obeys laws. Sondors specs 130 foot-pounds of torque, 150 by 60 R17 wheel. Well, we can do that math. 176 newton meters, 0.306 meter lever. Unless that tire is inflated with pure leprechaun farts, 0 to 60 will be on the order of 10.6. But that's typical of hub motors. They're encased in a single gear, so they pull like scooters off the line, like 600s from 40 to 60, and like 300s at the top end. We knew what to expect. What we didn't know was how stable it would feel at highway speed, and that it'll still make 64.9 kilometers at a steady 100. Sondors didn't even brag about their bewlishly large brake disc, nor tubeless spoked wheels allowing for exotically sporty rubber.
So what if pre-production misjudges specs? From the saddle? Whee! I have no complaints.
But from an armchair, I do. Because Sondors has a history that makes misjudgment smell like misdirection. They started up in 2015, crowdfunding a 45-pound, 50-mile range e-bike for $500. Sondors pre-sold 11,000, raised $5.5 million, then started boiling frogs. Weight creeping up near 60 pounds, range creeping down to 30, read more like 15. At the end of the day, everyone got their e-bike. It was still beyond reproach for $500, and meanwhile, Sondors hitched enough momentum to become a legit e-bike company. Cunning. Well, I guess this Metacycle is up to the usual trick. But today's consumers buy spec sheets.
300 horsepower, 300 miles, deposit today, delivery Q5, 2023.
Of course it's bullshit. But bullshit is a useful fertilizer. And it grows something beautiful.
If baby wanna sit, she can sit. If baby says lit, it's lit. Got your bank account in that cube. If she said it loud, it's the truth. If baby wanna ride, she can ride. If baby needs some time, she got time. Got your bank account in that cube.
If you're wondering about these shots, they're taken on an Insta360 X3, the sponsor of our video. Fort 9 uses 360 cameras because they look everywhere and we can play with angles in post. The X3 also opens possibilities for more intimate shots. And it can record on loop, becoming the perfect dash cam in that it captures everything. This honestly simplifies our film kit, so use the link below and just have more fun filming your rides. Now, I admit that Sondors leaves us to remove the dotty taillight and mirrors, but well, look at Honda or Harley concepts. They're guilty of the same.
I also tricked the rear brake switch so it doesn't cut the motor. See, without the gyroscopic stability of a flywheel, electric bikes tend to feel tippy at low speed. So the ability to ride the brake and the throttle at once is handily stabilizing.
A beautiful platform with fixable faults. Rubbish. I sit on motorcycles every day. No nerve endings remain in my butt cheeks, and this subframe still hurts because it wedges up my ass. And how are you gonna fix that? The seat is a rapist.
The key fob is from Barbie's car. The battery cover slaps like a printer, and the motion alarm is set to snooze volume.
Stop nitpicking a nickel bike. The security system actually fights movement, which is better theft protection than our BMW. And the see-through charging console is a feature ahead of premium brands. What about the void bag? That's innovation too. Let's be real here. The Sondors Metacycle is manufactured by Zhejiang Geely Ming of Chinese moped industry. To receive a chic highway e-motorcycle, it's improbably nice. Yeah, but that doesn't excuse manipulative marketing. And if the Metacycle was a dude, you wouldn't trust the little shit to date your sister. Ah, it's a machine. A machine doesn't have intentions. It is what it is. It isn't what Sondors promised, but it is damn good for $5 grand. Meh. And part of me will never forgive it. Part of me does. And it's the part that gets to ride home. Thank you very much for watching. And thanks again to Insta360 for sponsoring this video. If you want to know more about the X3, click the link in the description. Where are you, bitch?